2, 1.
Hello, Party Town! Hello, Street Party. It is so good to be with you on this Sunday in September. Oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on with this party, but I don't even think this is for the party this week. Anyways, we are having a block party here in Party Town, and we're so glad that you can join us. This month, we are talking all about friendship. And friendship is using our actions and our words to let others know how much they mean to us. In fact, one of the best ways that you can show your friends that they're important to you is with the words you say to encourage them. And so today, our game is all about encouraging others. It is actually called the compliment bench, but I'm going to change it up a bit. And I'm going to call it the compliment couch. Because you might be at your house right now, sitting on the couch with your friends or family. And so, you get to play the game at home. This is the at-home compliment couch. And this is how it works. I'm going to set the timer for 30 seconds. And in 30 seconds, you are going to find somebody in your house and you're going to tell them some encouraging words. Something like, "You are so funny. You make me laugh when you tell jokes. You always have something funny to share." Or, "Oh, I just love the way you draw. You can make a picture come to life with just a pencil and a paper." I know you've got all kinds of compliments deep inside that you are ready to use your words and encourage people at your house. So, are you ready? When the timer goes, 30 seconds, you are going to get out there and go find somebody in your house to compliment. And when you come back to the screen and the timer's still going, go find another person to encourage. You might actually not have to look too far. There might be somebody on the couch next to you. Are you ready? Okay. 30 seconds. Ready? Go. Oh, wow. You got to move real fast. Let's see. Who are you going to find? Did you find your mom? Did you give her a compliment? Maybe she did a really good dinner last night. Oh, who are you complimenting? Are you complimenting your sister, but this is my daughter. Complimenting, "You're such a kind friend. You always invite people to join you." Let's see. Oh, you got 5 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Can you encourage somebody? Come on back. Don't get lost. Oh, there's our timer. So, 30 seconds is not all that you have. All the time you have to compliment. The more compliments you can give, the more encouraging you can use your words and show off your friendship skills. But right now, I want you on your feet. We're going to do our worship song and then hear our Bible story for today. All right, are you ready? All right, on your feet. Have fun, Party Town. See you in a bit.
Jesus, you have been so faithful. Jesus, you have been so true. I will be forever thankful, 'cause I never had a friend like you. Help me to be who you've been to me, to everyone I see. Let us love one another with a love like no other yet. That's the way you love us, God. Never turn away, you are with us every day, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. Your love is always been beginning to end. There's never been a better friend. So let us love one another with our love like no other, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. You with me in the darkest valley. You with me on the mountaintop. I'm thankful that you never leave me, and that your love will never stop. Help me to be who you've been to me, to everyone I see. Let us love one another with a love like no other, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. Never turn away, you are with us every day, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. Your love is always been beginning to end. There's never been a better friend. So let us love one another with our love like no other, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. I wanna thank you for being a friend who's always by my side. I wanna thank you for the way you love me all my life.
6 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of 1 Kings. Chapter 19.
For many years, God's people were ruled by kings who refused to listen to God. So God sent prophets to speak His words. One was a man named Elijah.
I serve the Lord.
Elijah did amazing things through God's power, like calling for rain after 3 years of drought and bringing a dead boy back to life. But being a prophet was a lonely, difficult life. After the evil queen Jezebel threatened his life, Elijah fled to Mount Horeb.
God, I've been committed to you, but the people have turned their backs on me. I am the only prophet left.
God already had an answer to Elijah's pleas. A friend.
Go back the way you came. Anoint Elisha from Abel Meholah as the next prophet after you.
So Elijah tightened his belt and set out along the road. When he finally reached the town, he noticed several young men plowing with a dozen pair of oxen, and in the very last field he noticed one of the young men struggling to keep his oxen in line.
Get up there, Ham. Move along, Burger.
God, is that Elisha? He's just a small town kid. What does he have? Does he have what it takes to be a prophet?
But God had chosen Elisha, so Elijah tramped through the muddy field to greet the young man.
Elisha!
Elisha blinked in surprise when he saw the prophet.
Whoa, Burger.
Elijah marched right up to Elisha and threw his very own cloak over the young man's shoulders. It was a sign that God had chosen Elisha to be Elijah's assistant.
Me? You're choosing me?
Elijah turned and walked away. Elisha dropped the reins and ran after.
Wait. Just let me say goodbye to my family. Then I'll come with you.
Go right ahead. I'm not making you do anything.
Yes, sir.
Right then and there, Elisha broke apart his plow and used the wooden pieces to start a fire. He cooked a meal and called all his family and friends over to share it with him.
I'm leaving to travel with Elijah. Goodbye, everyone.
Then Elisha set out on the road beside Elijah.
I don't really know how to be a prophet, or even a prophet's assistant.
That's okay. You'll learn.
So over the years, Elisha followed Elijah everywhere as a close companion and good friend, and he watched and listened intently as Elijah spoke God's words to powerful kings and did incredible things. One day, Elisha and Elijah left the town of Gilgal on the way to Bethel, and they both knew that God was about to do something very breathtaking. God was going to take Elijah up to heaven.
Stay here, Elisha. The Lord has sent me to Bethel.
Elisha wasn't about to leave his friend to go it alone.
As sure as the Lord and you are alive, I won't leave you.
At Bethel, the same thing happened.
Stay here, Elisha. The Lord has sent me to Jericho.
As sure as the Lord and you are alive, I won't leave you.
It happened once again in Jericho.
Stay here, Elisha. The Lord has sent me to the Jordan River.
As sure as the Lord and you are alive, I won't leave you.
You do realize you're repeating yourself.
Together, Elisha and Elijah reached the banks of the Jordan River. The waters flowed dark and deep. Elijah removed his coat and rolled it up. And then he struck the river. Immediately, the waters parted to the right and left. Elisha and Elijah walked across the river on dry ground. They reached the opposite bank.
Tell me, what can I do for you before I'm taken away?
Elisha didn't want to lose his friend and mentor, Elijah, but he'd learned many things in the last few years.
Please, give me a double share of the Spirit God has given you.
Only the Lord can do that. But if you see me when I'm taken away, that means you will receive what you've asked for.
Elisha nodded, and the two men walked on in silence. Suddenly, a wild wind whipped up, and a chariot and horses appeared, blazing with fire.
Elijah.
The flaming chariot flew down right between the two men. It caught up Elijah and carried him up to heaven. driven by a strong wind.
Elijah, you are like a father to me.
Elisha stared into the sky until the last breath of wind and the final hint of flame were gone. Then, in great sorrow, he tore his own clothes.
My best friend is gone.
Glancing down at the ground, he saw Elijah's coat. Carefully, he picked it up.
I wonder.
Elisha hurried back to the bank of the Jordan River. Again, the water flowed hard and fast. On the opposite bank, a group of prophets from Jericho watched.
Look, there's Elisha. But where's Elijah?
Across the river, Elisha twisted up Elijah's coat. He called out in a loud voice,
Where is the power of the Lord? Where is the power of the God of Elijah?
Then Elisha struck the water just as Elijah had done. And just like what happened before, the waters parted to the right and left. The prophets from Jericho stared in amazement as Elisha crossed the river on dry land.
The spirit God gave to Elijah has been given to Elisha.
It was true. Elisha had been faithful to follow and learn from Elijah for many years, and now God's spirit was with Elisha just as it had been with his friend.
Welcome back, friends. That was a great story. Elijah and Elijah were such good friends, and they stuck with it. They encouraged each other along the way and did what God had planned for them. And that's our bottom line this week. Our bottom line is friends encourage one another. And you did some great encouraging when we started off, but you can keep that encouragement going because that's what friends do. They're there for each other and they encourage each other along the way, especially in times like this. A kind word, a kind note, just anything to help a friend and encourage a friend in this tricky time. Because, we've got a lot of different new things we're doing. School online. Oh man, just being away from each other, encouraging a friend. Now is the time to take those words and actions and really put those friendship skills to work. And you don't have to do it alone. God is with you. His Spirit, you have His Holy Spirit to encourage you along your way. And let me tell you, when people see your encouraging words, they're going to see the light of Jesus in you. So make sure that you are staying close to Him and you have that strength of His to encourage others along the way. This week, you'll have a chance, especially if you have your Party Town in a bag at home, have a chance to practice some more encouraging. And we would love to hear how it's going because that would encourage us too. How awesome it is. We have our words and we have God with us in this time to encourage each other in friendship. Have a great week, and we will see you next time for, I don't even know what's going to happen next week, but something pretty fun. Looks like it's gonna get wild in here. Have a great week. Be sure to come back to the HBC Party Town YouTube for our Motivational Mondays tomorrow to kick off your week right. Have a great week, friends.